Well, how you going, everyone? Josh the Collector Guy. Hope you all had an awesome week this week, ladies and gentlemen. As I always say, hope you're able to have a little bit of a hunt here and there. Hope you're able to find some awesome cars. Hope you had an awesome week. Well, this is my lot of finds this week, ladies and gentlemen. Got lots of awesome swap meet finds just here. Went to a really awesome swap meet just this morning, and as you can see, found some 80s stuff, some blue cards, and some 90s stuff as well, and a Redline and a top fueler. Got some stuff here off eBay, the pink Jeep, praying Menace, and a carded hotshot. But first up, we'll start off with this little guy just over here. Dad and I went to the shops just yesterday, just for a little bit of a look, and of course we always stop at the Hot Wheel aisle and the Pixar cars aisle as well for Dad, because he loves collecting his Pixar cars stuff. And saw the Porsche series on the pegs. I thought I'll have a little flick through, and I came across the old 917K and I fell in love at first sight. I just had to have it. I love the old Porsche 917s, one of my all-time favourite race cars. So many different variations of the actual 917. I think there was at least 25 produced at one time. I think it had to do with the rules and regulations for the sports car racing. They had to have 25 examples or something like that, and Porsche managed to churn out 25 examples, which was pretty awesome for back then, roughly in the 60s and the 70s. But out of all the Porsche 917s, the 917K has to be my most favourite. I do like Mark Donohue's Can-Am Killer. That'd probably have to be my second favourite. I love the Pink Pig, the Martini 917 as well. I think I love all of them, but I think the 917K is my most favourite. Quite, well, really nicely detailed, as you can see. And it's got old Zuffenhausen there on the side. You probably can't see it because the camera won't focus on it, of course. There you go, Zuffenhausen. That is pretty much where Porsche is stated over in Germany, I would say. Where they manufacture the Porsches, I would say. I'm pretty sure, as far as from what I've researched, so that's pretty awesome. Very happy with that. I love the old Porsches. This one had to have been my favourite one of the set. So very happy to have that. I shall put her somewhere in my room, because as I just keep going on with, I love the old 917s. So I was quite happy to find that at the shops. I don't really buy the new Hot Wheels anymore though, but I just had to have that one. Alright, moving on now to the swap meet finds for the day. Had lots of fun at the swap meet. Got to see one of my mates again and his brother. Always love chatting to those guys, and Dad also came with me as well. And we had lots of fun, of course, finding the cars and always having a joke and seeing some great old cars as well. But first up, we'll start off with the old Auto Magic 2, the old Color Acer as far as I'm concerned, what it's called. The old Talbot just there. Pretty nice looking car as well, with the old pen what you can draw on with the car and create many designs, like how that Ferrari is just there. And it's on an international card as well, because there's so many different languages on it. There's German, I assume French is on there as well. So that's pretty cool. I like the old international card stuff, but that's pretty much what we're used to over here in Australia. We usually seem to get a lot of the international carded stuff. As you can see, it continues on the back as well with all the different languages. And there's the other range of cars as well. The old Lamborghini there, the Ford, the Ferrari, the Porsche, mighty Corvette there. I think that one's a BMW. The mighty 55 Chevy. So there's quite a few cars in the range, if not much more than that. So I was pretty happy with that. I think I scored her for a pretty decent price, and I love all these big cardboarded items from back in the day. They're so awesome to have. But I've never seen this one in person before. I think last night I was only looking on eBay at the Color Acer stuff, and I think I saw a couple of them on there, and I thought that was pretty cool. And what do you know, I ended up finding one. So very, very happy with that. Might need to clean it up as well. Now moving on to the stuff I got off my mate. Got a good deal on all of it, might I say, and we'll start off with the old 95, I assume that's the first model series. The old 58 Corvette Coupe with the blown big block Chevy in the front there. That is pretty tough, that old 58 Corvette. Remember this one from when I was a kid. Always remember the nice fluoro pink design, and also remember her cousin, the purple one, with and without the engine as well. That one's really nice. Love these old Corvettes. I've probably got one already, but another one won't hurt, will it? On the back there, all the other new models as well. So very happy with that. Love these old ones from when I was a kid. Got the old Lamborghini Countach. That is a pretty car indeed. Looks way ahead of its time. It's such a beautiful car. I love those wheels as well, excuse me. Really like the Lamborghinis from the 90s. The back there as well, some other stuff. The old Rrrumblers, one of the more cooler fantasy cars from back in the day. Well, I think all the fantasy cars back then were pretty cool. Not really a fan of the ones today, might I say, but that is my opinion. Some more on the back there. The old Vampire and the Shark Cruiser. That one's always a favourite of mine. The old military stuff as well. That one's pretty cool with the Ultra Hot Wheels as well. And also with the Ultra Hot Wheels, the Ferrari F40 on the Speed Points card. Remember that one from when I was a kid. Always remember the opening hatch at the back there where the engine is. That is a nice car as well. My Ferrari. And as you can see, the Speed Points promotion on the back there as well. Whoop, just plonk it down onto the desk. And got the old Evil Weevil, one of the Speed Demons. That one's a pretty cool fantasy one as well. I know we got a couple of them loose, so good to have a carded one. Looks really nice indeed. On the back there, the massive checklist of cars. That one's really awesome. All really nice condition as well, all the cards. It was good to get a great deal off my mate, as I always do. And the old Jackrabbit Special I managed to get off him as well. I think he ended up throwing it in at the end of the day. That one's really cool. So many different variations with the Jackrabbit Special. There's the white and the, of course, the black interior. And I think there's Hong Kong and USA as well. So that one's really cool. That car has grown on me over the last year or so. Remember when I first started collecting, I wasn't really a big fan of it. But I certainly snapped out of that. Such a cool car in my opinion. One of the many awesome old Hot Wheels from back in the day. Unfortunately she's missing a wheel, but it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Got one of these Path Beaters, which is actually a Super Scraper slash Pavement Pounder slash... yeah, everyone knows anyway. It's funny how they called it the Path Beater when the Chevy S10 was actually called the Path Beater, but anyway, that doesn't really matter. It's still an awesome truck. Nevertheless, the both of them are, two of which I love collecting. Really awesome indeed with the fluoro yellow. Really nice design, the old recycling truck you could say. On the back there as well, there's her cousin, the Byway Man. I adore these trucks. It's very, very sad they don't produce them though anymore. But I shall grab what ones I can. Really awesome. Love those old cars. And to round off the swap meet finds, the old Top Fuel dragster just here Dad and I got in a bargain bin. You could say full of old Hot Wheels. Well, not really old Hot Wheels, like all beaten up ones and kid played with ones. That one's from 93. That might be a McDonald's car. I could be wrong. But I love my drag racing stuff. So I had to have that. And now last but not least, the stuff off eBay. These have been banked up for a couple of weeks now, but I'm glad to share them with you. And believe me, there still is a lot from eBay what is banked up, but they shall be shown in future videos. Now, we'll start off with the old Hot Shots just here. My second carded one for the collection. Old Soundbreaker, but I think the name should be changed for this one to Cloudmaker. As you can see, the flint is disintegrated inside the package, which is a real shame. I assume a lot of the old Hot Shots would have done the exact same thing. As you can see, the flint causes some sparks. That would have been a pretty fun toy back in the day. Wheel stand and dragster just there. This one's based off of Bonneville's Salt Flat Racer, as you can see. And we shall have a look at the back card. Just nice and basic stuff, but quite cool nevertheless. Got the old Purple Rage and Red Alert. Red Alert's the other one I have, which is carded, and also got two loose ones of that, and also got the Heat Wave as well, which is the one there with the devil on it. So I love these old Hot Shots. There's quite a few rare ones to look out for, like the Bustin' Bronc. That one's quite hard to get, which is based off a Ford Pinto, and there's the two motorbikes as well. They're quite hard to get. I haven't seen too many of them, but shall be on the lookout for them. But nevertheless, very happy to have this one carded, as they aren't too common to have carded anymore. Love that artwork as well, so cool. And got the old little pink. These two surprisingly are from two different sellers from Germany, so I think that's quite funny. They did take a while to get here though, because I think the German post had a 2-week strike or something, from what one of the sellers were telling me, but they still arrived nevertheless. They both were worth the wait. Managed to score this pink Jeep here. Unfortunately the roof is reproduction, but other than that she is original. I think I got her for pretty much roughly around $30. I think that's a good deal in my opinion for a pink car. Love these old Jeeps. The Grasshopper. Yeah, I should call her by her name, the Grasshopper. Don't have too many. I think this is my third one for the collection, so I'm very happy with it nevertheless. Such a cool model as well. Would like to find more. And one of our Dad and I's holy grails for the Rrrumblers is the Praying Menace. Managed to score this one, as I said, off a German seller. Surprisingly, no one else bid on it, and I think we got a pretty good deal on it. Got the tracks there. The tracks are a little bit bent, but the tracks themselves are quite hard to get. A lot of people on eBay seem to sell them for $25. The old Purple Rider, he wouldn't be too easy to come by, and even the bike itself's quite hard to get, even by itself, or with and without a rider, or with and without tracks. So I think we did good at the end of the day. One of my favourite bikes, but I think our holy grail of the Rrrumblers would have to be the Bone Shaker. That shall be next on the list if we can track it down. They're very happy with the Praying Menace. Such an awesome bike, such a cool design as well. Well, that's pretty much it for this week's video, ladies and gentlemen. Really hope you did enjoy me jabber on about what I got yet again. Hope you learned something new. And thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to whoever tunes in each and every week to watch the video, like the video, comment on the video, or even subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to you all out there. Well, that's it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, hope you enjoyed. And remember, as always, everyone, happy hunting. Keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone. Have an awesome week.